Once upon a time, in a shining golden castle, there lived a kind and beautiful princess named Lila. She loved to play in the royal gardens, where bright flowers bloomed and butterflies danced. One sunny morning, Princess Lila sat by the sparkling fountain, holding her favorite golden ball. She tossed it high into the air, giggling. But plop! The ball slipped from her hands and fell into the deep fountain. "Oh no!" she cried. "My favorite ball is gone!" Just then, a little green frog hopped onto the fountain's edge. "Why are you sad, princess?" he asked politely. Princess Lila gasped. "You can talk!" the frog chuckled. "Yes, I can. And I can help you too. If I fetch your golden ball, will you promise to be my friend? Let me sit with you, eat with you, and share your company?" Princess Lila didn't really want a frog as a friend, but she was desperate. "Yes, I promise," she said. With a splash, the frog dove into the fountain and quickly popped back up with the golden ball. Lila clapped her hands in joy and ran back to the castle with her ball, forgetting her promise. That evening, as the princess dined in the grand hall, a soft knock, knock, knock echoed at the door. When the servants opened it, there was the frog. "Princess Lila," he croaked, "you promised to let me eat with you." Lila felt guilty but remembered her words. She gently placed the frog beside her plate. Though the king and queen were surprised, they reminded her, "A true princess always keeps her promises." The frog ate happily, then asked, "May I sleep on your pillow tonight, princess?" Lila hesitated but nodded. That night, she placed the frog carefully on her pillow. As she lay down, the frog whispered, "Thank you for being kind. Good night, princess." When the first rays of morning sunlight touched her cheeks, Princess Lila opened her eyes and gasped. The frog was gone. In his place stood a handsome prince, smiling warmly. He bowed and said, "I was under a wicked spell. Only the kindness of a true princess could break it. Because you kept your promise, I am free." Overjoyed, Princess Lila and Prince Adrian became the best of friends. Together they laughed, explored magical lands, and shared many adventures. And so, the princess learned that kindness and keeping your word are the truest forms of magic. And they lived happily ever after. One bright winter morning, a strange blue light appeared in the sky above Arendelle. It was a glowing crystal floating above the mountains. Elsa felt drawn to it and, with Anna, Olaf, and Sven, she set off to investigate. Their journey was filled with magical snowstorms and icy bridges. They reached a crystal ice mountain, with a frozen gate covered in ancient runes. The gate opened, revealing a lost ice kingdom frozen in time. The walls whispered, welcoming Elsa as the keeper of the frost. She realized the kingdom had been left by the first ice sorceress, awaiting someone worthy to awaken its magic. Elsa raised her hands, restoring the kingdom's light. Frozen statues came to life, bowing before her. As they left, the mountain's light rose into the sky, forming the northern lights. Back in Arendelle, the people marveled at the lights. Elsa and Anna had discovered a lost kingdom and awakened a new era of magic and peace. Olaf exclaimed, "Adventure complete." Now who's ready for hot chocolate?
Far away, beyond the tallest mountains and the coldest clouds, lay the Crystal Valley, a land where winter never left. Snow blanketed the hills like soft marshmallows, icicles sparkled like glass chandeliers, and the rivers were made of shimmering silver ice. In the middle of this snowy wonderland stood Frostlight Palace Prince, the Snow Princess Fairy. She had wings shaped like snowflakes, hair as white as freshly fallen snow, and eyes that sparkled like frozen lakes under the sun. Princess Ilara had a special gift. She could control the snow and ice with a flick of her silver wand. But she used her magic only for good, making sledding hills for children, decorating the forest with frost patterns, and creating warm, glowing snow lanterns at night. The Winter Star Festival. Every year, on the longest night of winter, the Winter Star Festival off. But one year, something strange happened. It was the morning of the festival, and Ilara was preparing her gown of snow petals and her crown of frosted silver leaves. Suddenly, a white dove swooped through her window, its feathers dusted with frost. "Princess Ilara! Princess Ilara!" it cried. "The Winter Star is missing. It never appeared in the northern sky." Ilara gasped. "That can't be. Without the Winter Star, the valley's magic will fade. The snow will turn to bitter ice, and the gentle winter will become a storm." She knew she had to act quickly. Taking her wand, she called upon her two loyal companions, Neva, Frostwing, a silver blue owl who could fly faster than the north wind. They set off through the Whispering Pines forest, where the trees hummed in the wind. The air grew colder and sharper. "The magic is already fading," Ilara murmured. Along the way, they met a family of foxes huddled together for warmth. "The streams are freezing solid," said the fox mother. "Something is wrong with the winter." Following a trail of shimmering frost left behind by the star's light, the group reached the ice cavern of echoes, a place where every sound bounced back 100 times. Inside, the walls were covered with frozen crystals that glowed faintly. There, in the deepest chamber, they found the Frost Goblin, a small, grumpy creature with icicles in his beard. He was polishing something in his hands, a faintly glowing shard of the Winter Star. "Why do you have part of the Winter Star?" Ilara demanded. The goblin frowned. "I didn't steal it. Last night, the star fell from the sky and shattered. Pieces scattered everywhere. I found this one, but the rest I don't know where they are." Ilara realized they had to find all the pieces before the night ended. With the goblin's help, they traveled to Tea, where a shard was trapped inside a block of ice. Ilara melted it gently with warm snow magic. The snowstorm peaks, where a shard was guarded by a mischievous wind spirit who only gave it up after Ilara promised to send warm breezes to the mountain animals. Tea, where the final shard lay beneath the water. Neva dove in bravely, bringing it back up before it could sink into the deep. With all the pieces in her hands, Ilara placed them in her crystal goblet. She spoke the ancient winter spell. "Star of frost, star of light, shine again in the sky tonight. Warm the heart, protect the land, glow with magic in my hand." The shards floated into the air, spinning faster and faster until they became one whole glowing star again. With Frostwing carrying it high, they returned to Frostlight Palace. That night, the people and creatures of Crystal Valley gathered. Ilara placed the Winter Star on the highest tower, and its golden light spread across the land. The snow became soft and sparkling again. The bitter cold faded and joy filled the air. The festival went on until morning with dancing, music, and sweet snowberry pies. And from that winter on, the Winter Star never went missing again.
Deep in the Coral Kingdom lived Princess Perlina, or Pearl. Her tail shimmered, and she wore a pearl necklace holding the sea's magic. Unlike other mermaids, Pearl loved exploring and talking to sea creatures. One evening, Pearl and her dolphin friend Bubbles saw a strange light in the dark water trench. Ignoring her father's warning, Perlina went to investigate. They found a broken crystal shell glowing softly and encountered Marina, a sea witch who wanted Perlina's necklace to steal the sea's magic. Marina revealed that the crystal shell was part of the ocean heart, a magical relic that kept the sea alive. She cast a whirlpool spell, but Perlina, remembering her mother's words, summoned her courage and held her pearl high. It broke Marina's magic, and the witch fled. Perlina restored the ocean heart, and the ocean sparkled brighter than ever. Her father praised her bravery, and she became known as the Pearl Princess, guardian of the sea. One snowy morning, Elsa heard a strange whisper echoing through the mountains. It was an ancient call from the north. "Anna," Elsa said, "do you hear that?" Anna listened, hearing a song made of snowflakes. "It's beautiful and a little spooky," she said. With Olaf, they followed the sound into a forest made of shimmering ice. The trees sang with a gentle hum. A glowing stag appeared. "Queen of Snow, the whispering forest is fading. Its heart of frost has been stolen by shadows." They found a deep ice canyon with a shadowy mist swirling around a frozen blue gem, the heart of frost. Elsa stepped forward, but the shadows hissed. Anna grabbed Elsa's hand. "We face this together, remember?" Together, they froze the shadows and freed the gem. The forest's whisper grew joyful. The heart of frost returned to the forest spirit. The whispering forest is alive once more because of your love and courage. As they walked back to Arendelle, the whispers of the forest sang softly in the wind. One snowy evening in Arendelle, the sky shimmered with dancing lights. Elsa and Anna heard a beautiful, ancient melody calling them. With Olaf, Kristoff, and Sven, they followed the sound to a hidden ice cave. The cave glowed with musical notes, revealing the first Snow Queen, an ancestor who used the melody to balance winter's magic. A voice warned that forgetting the song would bring endless storms. Elsa and Anna learned the tune, but a storm spirit rose, angered by their actions. Elsa and Anna sang the melody together, their harmony calming the spirit. The melody spread across Arendelle, making the land sparkle. Back in Arendelle, the magical tune filled the air. Olaf was delighted, and Elsa realized the melody was never truly lost, just needed to be remembered with love. From then on, Arendelle was filled with the magical melody of the snow. In Lumeria lived 4 princesses: Amara, who spoke with animals; Alara, skilled with maps; Celine, who heard the wind; and Isla, who solved riddles. One day, the royal crown of harmony vanished, casting gloom over the kingdom. King Alaric urged them to find it. Celine heard the wind whisper clues, and Alara found footprints leading to the forest. There, Isla solved a riddle to open a hidden tunnel. Inside, the path split, testing each princess's unique skill. Amara followed animal tracks. Alara navigated a maze. Celine listened to the wind, and Isla solved riddles. They reunited in a chamber where Lord Vero, the royal advisor, stood with the crown. He wanted to rule the kingdom. The sisters united. Celine summoned the wind. Amara called animals. Isla unlocked the crown, and Alara seized it. Defeated, Varro vanished. Returning the crown, the kingdom rejoiced. The princesses became known as the guardians of harmony.